everyone, how's it going? I'm Kathy. Thank you so much for joining me. This is part 2 of lower body stretches. Please also tune in to part 1 for upper body stretches. I've included the link in the description below the video. For today, all you need is a chair, and we're going to start with some deep breaths. For the deep breathing, we're going to take a big inhale through the nose, and at the top of that inhale, we're going to hold for a few seconds to really open up the air sacs, really get that good oxygen in. And then when we're going to exhale, we're going to exhale through our mouth to get rid of that junk and debris and anything we don't want in our lungs. So here we go. We'll go again. Good work. Let's go. We'll keep it going. Now, if you're feeling lightheaded or dizzy, then stop and wait for the next stretch. But if you feel good and you're with me, let's go again. Last one. Excellent job. Let's start with our first stretch. First, we're going to work on our waist, and I'm going to turn to my right and my left. But first, I want to make sure my knees are soft. And as I turn to my right, my left foot might be coming up from the heel, just to make it easier for our knees. So we're just going to turn and warm up the waist a little bit. That's good. Keep that breathing going. Try not to hold your breath. Nice job. Warming up the waist. Do one more to the right, one more to the left, and then we're going to do some hip rolls. So I'm going to go counterclockwise, and this is a very funny looking, exaggerated movement, I know, but we're going to really push our glutes out to the back and our pelvis out to the front and really warm up the lower back. Here we go. Now my dad, who is 86 years young, he has been doing these every day for the last 55 years. He swears by them. He thinks it's good for his lower back. It prevents his injuries or prevents pain in his lower back, so he likes them. And it gives me encouragement. I like to do them as well. We'll do a couple more, and then we're going to go clockwise. Here we go. Now, I am a fitness enthusiast, but I am definitely not a doctor. So before you start any kind of exercise or physical activity, please consult your doctor. But I am really glad that you're doing these stretches with me. I do believe that they increase our mobility and increase flexibility, and hopefully will prevent or reduce injury. We'll do a couple more. Last one, and then we'll do some back bends. All I'm doing is putting my hand on my hip, and I'm just bending backwards slightly, ever so slightly. Whatever feels good to you here. Not a big movement. Let's do one more. It feels so good. I feel a pop in my back. That's great. Okay, so we're done with that. We're going to now do a quad stretch, and we're going to use the chair. So I'm going to hold on to the chair with my left hand, and I'm going to stretch my right quad, which is the top or front of my thigh, and I'm going to try to lift my foot up slightly. And we're not doing this. We're not doing a big stretch. We're just going to warm up that quad. Keep your breathing going. Do what's comfortable for you. Don't overdo anything. We're just stretching, warming up the joints, warming up the lower body. I'm going to come around to the other side of the chair so that I can stretch my other side, other quad. Keeping that breathing going. Nice deep breath. Don't hold your breath. Nice job. I'm going to come around back to the other side. And now I'm going to try to stretch that hip flexor. I'm still holding onto the chair for support. And so this hip on my right side is what I want to stretch out. So I'm going to bend my front foot, my front knee a little bit. And I'm going to put my back foot down as much as it'll go comfortably. And if I push my pelvis out slightly, I can feel that stretch in my hip on my right hand side or on my back leg, whichever side you're using. again, do what's comfortable for you. These are your 10 minutes. I'm glad you're sharing them with me. Thank you. And now I'm going to pedal a little bit to get a nice stretch in my calf muscle. And I feel it all the way down to my ankle. Nice. Good job. Now I'm going to stop and I'm going to back up so that I can get that stretch in my front hamstring. The hamstring that's my front leg, in this case my left leg. In your case it may be your other leg, but you'll be feeling it in your hamstring and your front leg. It's a good hamstring stretch. Keep that breathing going. When you're ready, we're going to come around to the other side. And I'm going to keep my left leg this time in the back and stretch out that hip flexor. And I'm going to start by pedaling this time, so that you can really feel it in your calf muscle as well. Keep breathing, and when you're ready to stop, let's stretch it out. And you should be feeling it in your hip of your back leg. Keep that breathing going. A couple more breaths, and then we're going to back our butt up to feel the hamstring stretch in our front leg. All right, here we go. So moving the butt back, so my front leg now is my right leg, and I can really feel my hamstring being stretched there. And I'm breathing. Don't hold your breath. It's so easy to do, I know. All right, now one more stretch for the side of the leg and also the glute or the booty. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross my foot and I'm going to sit down in a figure four. Now, if this is uncomfortable for you, you can do the same exercise sitting down and cross your foot and maybe lean forward. See, that's comfortable for you. Of course, if this is really painful in your knee, please just rest and just move your quads up and down while you're waiting. If you're okay, let's do the stretch, lean forward slightly, and you should be feeling the stretch in your outer thigh up to your booty. It's just like saying booty, okay? And if you don't want to sit and you want to get a deeper stretch, you can sit down onto air. Make your own chair. All right, let's try the other side. I'm going to hold on to the chair, and I feel popping in my joints. That's a good thing. Again, you can do this sitting down on the chair and lean over, or you can skip it all together and just lift your quads, just to keep that body moving. All right, nice breathing. A couple more seconds. Okay, now let's sit down, and we are going to join the quad exercise here, and we're just lifting our legs. And what this is doing, this is helping strengthen or encourage flexibility in our quads as well as our hips. We're walking on them all the time, to the store, even to the kitchen, to the golf course, wherever you might be going. So we're just strengthening them. Very nice. Okay. Do two more. Last one. And then now we're going to give some stretching for our knees. And what I'm going to do is for my right knee, I'm going to go in a circle. Now you can do this sitting down, or you can stand up. And I'm going to do it sideways so you can see. So I'm going to go full range of motion if I can. Now if that doesn't feel good to you, then you can sit down and stretch your quads out again, just to keep the body moving. I'm going in one direction. Right now I'm going clockwise. And let's turn it around and go counterclockwise. I can feel my knee popping, but in a good way. Nice long movements. Now this motion, I can also feel tension in my quad because the stretch is also stretching my muscles. All right, we'll do the other side. You can sit down and I'm going to go counterclockwise first. And it's popping as well. And then I'm going to go clockwise. And go at your own pace. You can slow this down if the knee feels better, if it goes slower. This is your practice, your 10 minutes. And like I said in part one, if you pause me, that's okay. I don't mind. I'll be here when you get back. Okay, last exercise. We're going to do the same turns for our ankles. It's so easy to twist our ankles. We're wearing the wrong shoes, or we twist the wrong way, or when we're exercising. Sometimes we could just be getting out of bed and we twist an ankle or hurt an ankle or sprain an ankle. So it's good to really roll it out. Okay, let's go to the other side. I'm going counterclockwise now. Keep breathing, and you can slow it down. As always, go at your own pace. And now let's do the other side. I'm going clockwise first. Really try to get that full range of motion if you can. You might find that one side is more comfortable than the other. We're just trying to get the whole body moving. Get the nice breaths going, get our joints warmed up, get some mobility in them, increase our flexibility. All right, let's go to the other side. I'm going counterclockwise now. Keep the breathing going. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Let's take one big deep breath before we go. Thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe, and if you hit that red button, I can notify you when I have new content coming out. Have a wonderful day, and as always, be well.